Hell's Kitchen, the newest, sharpest, hottest restaurant in town.
It's fully booked for 2 weeks, and if we get it right, possibly the best restaurant in Britain.
But for one star-studded group, it will become the last place they want to be.
Anyone goes into a kitchen with attitude, kiss your butt goodbye, because it's the food that suffers. In Hell's Kitchen, there'll be no such thing as celebrity. They'll be treated as cooks and nothing more.
10 celebrities, 2 kitchens, 1 ruthless master, and already 1 disaster.
I heard he's made a lot of people cry.
Dwayne, he'll make a great kitchen porter.
Jen, come on.
Can't kill it.
Push the knife.
He's scary.
Am I scary? I'm very scary.
Wait for the risotto. Wait for the risotto.
They will have 15 days to create meals fit for a king, or else.
I wouldn't even serve that to my dog.
9 will eventually fall, leaving only 1 to stand by his side.
Come on!
That was a disaster.
He is Gordon Ramsay,
A man with a very short fuse.
Abby, shut it.
and this is Hell's Kitchen.
No, I'm not worried. I'm shitting myself.
Good evening and welcome live to Hell's Kitchen. The doors opened here just about 90 minutes ago, and already the atmosphere is charged with drama, glamour and an almost embarrassing sense of excitement. As you can see, some of the biggest names and no doubt later biggest bellies in show business are here, drawn by the words free dinner. Mr. Ramsay has promised all who eat here impeccable dining and blue chip service. Anything less and his reputation as Britain's top chef could very publicly crash and burn. And already, before even a cream has been curdled or a steak sent back in disgust, there's something of an unexpected disaster. You'll find out later exactly what, but I can tell you now talk of a Hell's Kitchen curse already abounds. Now, over the next week, we'll be asking for your help to identify the slackers in our celebrity workforce and ultimately nominate the one crack cook good enough to stand side by side with Gordon. The choice is up to you, and we'll have more details later on. So, how did they get here? Well, 2 weeks ago, our 10 celebrities met for the first time at Claridge's in London. Although Gordon Ramsay wasn't there, he seemed to hover like a brooding, unseen presence.
In Hell's Kitchen, there'll be no such thing as celebrities, because we're all going to be staff. I'm honest with my staff, and yeah, of course I give them the bollocking, and of course I'll rip into them. They'll be treated as cooks, and nothing more. Anyone goes into a kitchen with attitude, kiss your butt goodbye, because it's the food that suffers. If I see that food suffering due to their ego or their attitude, then boy oh boy are there going to be casualties.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you charge your glasses, please? Let's have a toast to the Last Supper and our survival in the tender care of Gordon. Cheers.
Morning, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, morning. Welcome. Angela Hartnett. Hi. Running the Connaught. Mark Sargent. Hi. Running Claridge's. Both Michelin star chefs. Both going to be working with us all. So just to kick-start this morning off, get us all relaxed, we're just going to have a little shout at each other. I'll call out the order, and then I want you to shout the order out to your team.
I heard he's made a lot of people cry, a lot of people upset, a lot of people afraid of him.
I've heard that he swears a lot, but I do too, so that's okay. I'll swear right back.
The most important thing about acknowledging that order is you turn around and shout at me at the top of your voice, "Yes, chef!" Yes, chef! I'll stand in your shoes. Okay. You stand over there, read out the order to your team.
Right, table number 4.
Bearing in mind, this is one table. We've got 24 more tables behind us, so if you can move your ass, it'd be greatly appreciated.
He's scary and he swears a lot.
He's a bit of a bully, obviously, and just doesn't suffer fools gladly.
2, leg of lamb and 2 something. 2, I can't read, 1 fillet of something with something.
2 coq au vin.
1 turbo.
Turbot.
2 lamb, 2 coq au vin, 1 turbot.
Gordon's reputation is of a man with a very short fuse, and it doesn't take much to set him off. I'm not sure this bothers me very much. I mean, I've been yelled at by the entire House of Commons. It's full of men like that.
Yes, 2
Coq au vin.
coq au vin, 2 what?
Turbot with red wine sauce.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be fazed one bit. After all, you are talking to a man who once bought weapons-grade plutonium from the Russian mafia and lived to tell the tale.
Yes, chef! 2 salad pigeon, 2 spaghetti lobster, 1 risotto artichokes, 1 risotto crabs. Yes, chef!
He'd have won the war on his own, just by shouting at everyone, as far as I can tell.
1 sea bass with red pepper couscous. Yes, chef!
I don't want to be smacked in the face by him, and I don't want to be screamed at by him.
If Gordon shouts at me, I'll take it on the chin if it's valid. If it isn't, then maybe he'll take it on the chin.
So, Matt Goss versus Gordon Ramsay, and you thought Millwall Man United was a mismatch. Nice to see Amanda Barry actually curtsying when Gordon first walked in. What's the betting? All the rest of them will be doing it too soon. Well, I'm standing, as you may have noticed, in what Gordon has named the fumoir. It's a sort of lounge that thinks it's Elton John, which is just next to the dining area and reassuringly far away from the kitchen. Now, so far so jolly. The celebrities had met their new master, and to assess their abilities he chose a quick and easy test, specifically designed so that even the biggest idiot or even television personality could accomplish it.
Just a quick, simple, straightforward test this morning. I want you all to cook me an omelette.
I'm not a good cook. I mean, I can do basic things like scrambled eggs on toast. I don't know how to chop things. I don't know how to prepare vegetables.
What one good thing I've got on my side is I can cook, so that will help.
What I've been doing is cooking up things that are outside of my comfort zone. I baked a pie that weighed 50 pounds.
I can smell something burning, no? Is that it? What do you think of that?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Would you eat that?
No, I wouldn't.
No. So why the should I?
Well,
Okay, why don't you put it in the bin and try again?
Yeah.
Bit rubbery.
Is it?
1 out of 10.
All right.
A little bit burnt?
No, it's not. I like it.
Somehow I knew you'd be good at them. That looks like an omelette. Yeah, it's very horrible. Sorry. What's all that foam? What have you done?
Please. I just look at it and I thought, I've never seen that come out of an omelette before.
Nor have I.
What is my cooking level? There isn't a level that you can go down to. It is quite low enough.
Yeah, I'm not even going to mark that out of 10. Cool, what a pile of shit.
Still to come, Jen gets squeamish.
I can't kill it.
Push the knife!
And the risottos are rancid.
That is the worst risotto. The whole lot goes in the bin and we start again.
Welcome back live to Hell's Kitchen, where, as we just saw, kitchen fires can be extinguished by the foam inside Amanda Barry's omelettes. Now, just to remind you, tonight's show has already been overtaken by a quite seismic event that, frankly, none of us here at Hell's Kitchen had bargained for. They may call this reality TV, but I assure you what actually happens is pure science fiction. And more of that later. Behind me, the VIPs are settling into a night of outrageous gluttony, and our celebrity chefs are only now becoming aware of what they've let themselves in for. So exactly what are they doing here, and how could such outrageous surroundings pose such a threat? Coming up, a potted guide to the mysteries of Hell's Kitchen. Deep in the heart of fashionable East London, halfway up Brick Lane and halfway to hell, it's hot, it's spicy, but curry's definitely not on the menu. For 10 celebrities, it's 2 weeks of infernal damnation in Hell's Kitchen. this is it, Gordon Ramsay's lair. For the next 2 weeks, this will be the hottest meal ticket in town. Here in the baroque, opulent, but always tasteful surroundings of Hell's Kitchen, our 10 celebrity chefs will be trying to prepare haute cuisine for that most demanding of beasts, the hungry superstar. And this, in case you're in any doubt, is the kitchen, at the very heart of Mr. Ramsay's cruel but delicious empire. While they're here, Gordon will be scrutinising every move they make, every minute of the day, intolerant as he is of laziness, carelessness or any other human failing. There really will be nowhere to hide. See what I mean? If you've ever worked in a restaurant, you'll know that this is known as the pass. All the food orders come in through here and all the meals eventually go out. Now this is very much Gordon's territory because each and every starter, main course and dessert will be scrutinised, judged and sometimes even manually dissected to ensure no imperfection, no matter how tiny, will be allowed to go out there with his name on it. More salt. So that's the kitchen, where each night they'll dish up 70 odd meals. And when the chefs are finished, they'll likely not be exhausted, shattered, perhaps even a little psychologically damaged. And they'll head up to their living hell quarters. Just up there. Yes, this is where the stars will come each night, after Hell's Kitchen has closed its doors to the public. Functional, but with just a hint of luxury. Quite a subtle hint, to be honest, almost imperceptible. After all that exercise, I feel a bit peckish. Garçon. No, I should have the red or the blue menu.
What the do you think you're doing? And get the out of my restaurant!
Me. Acting there, but still a little scary. Now, our celebrities training was certainly getting them au fait with details like which sauce goes with which dish, how best to use paring knives and the quickest route to the nearest hospital. And on day 2, the time came to expose the trembling 10 to one of the harsh realities of kitchen life, death. It all came as a bit of a shock to Jennifer.
Oh, shit.
Listen to them.
Oh my. I'm not killing one then.
What's wrong with this? It's a lobster.
Can you prove that they're alive?
They're fine. Just hold it, then we get claws. Look, there you go. Just hold it. Say hello to it. And you are going to be working with these ingredients each and every day. There you go.
Anybody?
Thank you. Right, bring him here. Now, hold it down.
No, don't. Honest to God, really don't.
Watch.
That's it. Oh, no.
Watch. Through.
Oh,
straight.
mate.
Come on, you're
I've got a
Cold
lobster
bouillon.
nose.
Boiling. In. Cook for 6.5 to 7 minutes. Yes, chef? Yeah! Let's go.
I really didn't agree with killing the lobsters. It upset me a bit because I just kept on thinking of the Little Mermaid. I know it sounds soft, but in the Little Mermaid, the chef runs after the lobster with the big knife.
Look at Al. Look. Straight through the head. Brilliant. Oh, it's good.
Oh, James, you didn't even do that quick.
She did.
Here we go.
If you want to eat it, you're responsible for its death, so why not get in there and plunge a giant knife through its brain?
Long knife. Have you done it yet?
No!
Oh, come on! Push. Hard. Good. Jen, come on.
I know I don't want to do it, honestly,
Jen.
I really don't.
I'll hold the knife. I will hold the knife. You push down. Push. Come on.
I don't want to.
Push the knife. Push.
Can't.
Push the knife.
I can't kill it.
Push the knife. Push the knife down. Thank you. Right, now take his ass out.
I've just killed that. I'm not going to kill another lobster. You can kick me out the kitchen. I'm not killing another one.
Yes, crucial. Take the arse out. I've lost track of the number of romantic meals I've had spoiled by these chefs' insistence on leaving too much arse in my lobster. So, our celebrities were learning and learning fast, but just what dishes would be on that menu? Gordon and his top chefs, Angela and Mark, were arriving at their final decisions.
The menu at Hell's Kitchen is inspirational, and it focuses on produce that's at its best right now.
I think the food in Hell's Kitchen is going to be those traditional meals you see on the TV with the small portions about that big.
It's like kind of all in little towers and it's got all little sauce on and all that. It's all kind of very posh. I think it's fine dining, isn't it, or a la carte?
I hope the kind of food that we'll be serving will be a high international standard. I'd like to have the kind of food that we eat when we go to a good restaurant in northern France.
It's sort of really, really good food. It doesn't seem to be ludicrously fussy either, as far as I can tell, from the extensive reading of his 4 recipe books I did last night.
With just weeks until Hell's Kitchen opens, Gordon, Angela and Sarge have gathered to assess and perfect all the dishes the restaurant will offer.
Now's the time to change anything we're not happy with.
Yeah.
Yeah? There's something missing in there. What about some fresh peas in there? Something spring, something that oozes, a midsummer's night. This food has to turn them on. They have to get excited, turned on and motivated about perfection. So we've got to get it so right first.
The celebrities will face some of the toughest culinary challenges in the trade. For starters, there'll be risky risottos. Among the mains are an intricate beef Wellington and the equally demanding coq au vin. And the puddings include the notorious soufflé, possibly the trickiest dessert ever devised.
Look at that inside, that's a perfect texture there. Yeah. Creamy, really nice and rich in there. Look, you got that shell around the outside. Beautiful. I've won 3 Michelin stars and we maintain that level of perfection. Yep. And we're going to need a bloody good team to succeed, because this is no fancy frilly dinner party. Come round and taste my cottage pie. This is Hell's Kitchen.
Cottage pie? What's wrong with cottage pie? So, those are just some of the delectable dishes being served up tonight, and you too could be here, mingling with the stars, following them to the lavatory and offering them amusing stories they can use in their acts. Showbiz people love that kind of thing. Now, every day we'll be giving 4 lucky viewers the chance to eat here in Hell's Kitchen. We'll provide transport and accommodation where necessary. That's if you live far away, not if you're too pissed to get home. And all you have to do is tackle this frankly ludicrous question. Complete the name of this dish from tonight's menu. Coco what? Is it A, vin, B, the north, or C, the clown? Coco the clown. To enter, call 09012 934 934 and leave your answer, or text A, B or C to 86107. If you're a digital satellite viewer, well done. You can show off by pressing the red button now, or enter our website itv.com/hell, where you can find a veritable Aladdin's cave of questionable trivia. All entries cost £1, with 32p going to charity. So we've seen the kind of glassy haute cuisine that the celebrities will be expected to cook, but let's have a look at what happened when they were set the slightly less daunting task of knocking up a bit of lunch for themselves.
10 to 1. Let's have 5 of you together over here. Roger, Edwina, Dwayne, yes, Amanda. You guys cook us lunch. Normal food, simple food, and just let your imagination flow. Amanda, move your ass. What am I going to do with the cheese?
Do anything with it. Oh, you grated, you grated. What genius down the road.
There we go, there's one.
I'm trying to make lunch look amusing. This is a mouse. I'm making a mouse.
Are you really doing that?
Well, it's different.
What are you doing, Amanda?
I'm making a mouse.
You're making a mouse.
Well, it looked a bit of a mess, and this was our
It looks like a pile of shit.
pile of extremely good cheese. And that was...
What a way of f***ing it up.
No, make them laugh. Do you not like its little face?
Yep.
I mean, it's
Roger.
disgusting, cheap and common, and I know that. I did that as a joke. I mean, honestly, it was the first day we've been asked to cook, to make something for lunch. And it wasn't very clever, it was childish, but then I'm not very clever, I'm childish, so shucks boo.
Yeah, Amanda, take that pile of shit out of the kitchen. Attempt to eat it.
I was responsible for this end as well, with the toasted cheese.
You know, guys, this is food. It's ingredients. This is special. Treat it special and don't take the piss. But yeah, I'm fine the first time. Second time I'm going to get really pissy. Third time I'm going to start losing it, I think.
Coming up, service starts and James feels the heat.
I want it served, James. James! Where the f***'s he gone?
And disaster strikes in Hell's Kitchen. Welcome back to the Infernal Eatery, where 10 famous faces have now realised that A, meat actually comes from animals, and B, if they'd been nicer to the public in the past, they'd be more likely to get your votes. So, when we last looked, training was not going to plan, and on day 3, Gordon introduced the celebrities to one more essential part of kitchen life. He got them cooking against the clock.
8 minutes, 5 stunning risottos, please. OK, let's go.
To make the risotto, the celebrities are put into pairs. They're all using the exact same ingredients.
The idea of speed work is to create something momentous. We're travelling at 1,000 miles an hour, and that's when you start to produce perfection. Right.
No.
Abby, work the rice.
I'm going to shake it. Shake it.
50% of them are starting to show some real good strength. So the more strength they show me, the more time I'll spend with them. 2.5 minutes on the hot plate. Yeah. Dwayne, how are we doing, Dwayne? Not too good. Not too good.
Was crabbing too early.
Ooh, Dwayne, he'll make a great kitchen porter. He gets bored very easily, so we've got to sort of focus on high concentration for him. Abby, how long for your risotto? It's coming now, Chef. Abby's a talented cook, and there's a sort of quite a natural sort of flair stroke flirt, but she's really getting stuck in. Time! Okay, stand by it. Matt, how long for your risotto? Can we clean around the side of the bowl? It looks like a dog's dinner. Thank you. Here we go, not with your thumb, with a cloth. Holy shit. But just look, you've all got the same ingredients, and just look at the difference. Now, what we're going to do, can you see that?
Yes, of course I can
yes.
see
Okay,
it.
good. Right, can we taste now, please?
Salty.
Yeah.
Hey. That is the worst risotto.
Oh man, I give up.
That is shocking.
Really rich.
Amanda! It tastes shit. I mean, you've got to admire for her age, 69, but you know, she looks like she's been dragged through the hedge backwards. And the interesting thing with Amanda is when she's separate, on her own, running a section, then you'll see her crack. She'll be down like a sack of shit. Who made this one?
Matt and Belinda.
It's the best risotto. Belinda's actually a quite talented, articulate cook. She's really enthusiastic about food, and she's worked in 2 or 3 restaurants, apparently, in California. A little bit too much makeup, but, you know, it's our first day. Can everyone taste that? Because that's close. 5 out of 10, but it's close, huh? 5 out of 10. I'm so happy you're laughing now. That was one simple risotto, guys. 8 minutes to do it, OK? And it was a disaster, because no one got it on time. If you're doing the salad of quail, and you're doing the salad of pigeon, and you're doing the tomato soup, we've got to come together on this. So 4 of you go up to the hot plate with your starters, and the 5th person comes around with a pile of shit like Amanda just cooked. The whole fucking lot goes in the bin, and we start again. So that one person screws it for the whole team. Yes? With me? Good. Glasses clean? Can you see me?
Well, only one eye, because I'm
Only
really
one eye.
blind in the
Fuck
other.
me.
Yeah, someone's going to have to tell Amanda that old dotty but lovable actress routine is not entirely paying off. Now, at the end of the show, we're going to ask you to vote for the one celeb who ultimately deserves to stand at Gordon's right hand. Sackings will begin in 5 days, but if you've already chosen your favourite, stand by for details later. Now, clearly Gordon was forming his own ideas about who would stay the course. Next, in his ingenious training regime, he decided to leave the celebrities in the hands of his 2 most trusted chefs, Angela and Mark. The celebs might have breathed a sigh of relief at this. Big mistake.
Yesterday, my eyes was probably so far the worst day. I mean, it's just like, you know, leading a big group of people who had no idea. They'd never stepped foot into a professional kitchen before. Abby, Jenny, your team's got 1.5 minutes. Hello? 1.5 minutes. Can you guys answer? You guys, listen to me. Jesus Christ, guys. Yes. Seriously, we're never going to get it done unless you listen. Get into it, get a bit of adrenaline, get the speed going, start getting your pants, because I tell you, we're going down. I swear to God, it's not funny. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. I was pissed off with them all. I was just like, I've had enough, you know, where's the drive, where's the energy? So we wrote Rethought today, and we actually divided them up, so we had strongs and weak together, and we just let them get on with it. change in them was amazing. The level of enthusiasm, the teamwork, the communication. I think their confidence has grown massively.
1.5 minutes! Thank you!
I feel like by the end of it we're really all sort of gelling together and going, going really fast, and it's hard work, but I feel like I've learned a lot actually.
Time to see how much they've really learnt as Mark unveils their very first tartans.
We'll start off with their wieners, no particular order. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, so that's not bad.
I'm thrilled. I really am. It's been great. I feel I've learned a tremendous amount.
Whose is it?
It's Ben's.
Oh, very nice. Guys, these are stunning. The pastry's cooked out, the apples are nice.
I'm starting to feel like I actually can cook a little bit. It's a big achievement for me because all I could do was make chicken nuggets and chips out the freezer. That was my speciality, so this is great.
Again, really nice caramelised. But look, when you put them back in, they just slot in really nicely. Look at that. That's stunning, mate. That's so far the nicest one. Wow. You can't make it better than that, okay?
No, we've learned a lot out of it, you know. More than anything, we learned how to work as a group, and I think that's the most important thing.
Okay, you've done really well. Yeah, okay. Listen really well, yeah? Okay. And actually what they did, I think, was fantastic. So they've left really, really keen and full of energy, full of enthusiasm, and raring to go tomorrow.
Good.
Tomorrow we do the first run, if you like, the first service. Gordon's going to want to see results, so we really need to get them G'd up, get them psyched up for service, and then we'll just go from there. Fingers crossed.
Such reckless optimism. However, the trouble with mood swings is that quite often the emotional pendulum can swing back right in your face. For example, our celebrities are about to undergo their biggest test yet, preparing a full dinner for 28 other catering students. Thus far, Gordon had been a somewhat lenient teacher. Now, with the pressure on, the gloves were about to come off, and out would pop the cloven hoof.
Good luck. First table's in 15 minutes.
This, in a way, isn't like cooking. This is like learning to juggle.
Okay, guys, 10 minutes to go.
Yes, chef!
Thank you. Edwina, have you preheated your oven?
It's hot. It was hot last time I looked at it.
Right, that means yes then. You laugh now, sweetheart. I'm going to stick your ass on that char grill. 1 minute to go.
I think we're all professional people, and as they say, failure's not an option.
Are we ready?
Yes, chef!
On order. 4 covers, table 1. 2 ravioli, 1 ham hock, 1 mosaic. Main course, 1 lamb, 1 beef, 1 turbot, 1 risotto. Beef, well done. Come on, guys, where's the answer? Come on! Yes, chef. Let's go. Okay, the first order on, start the thing, 15 minutes time. Our first starters have got to go. Good, that's nice, Roger. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit too much for 1. That's enough for 2. I'd rather have too much than not enough.
You can take what you want.
Exactly that.
That's what I do at the moment.
Yeah, I want you to talk a little bit slower.
Sorry.
I want you to be a little more fucking composed.
Right.
I want you to talk to me like a proper cook. Abby, I thought, found it really tough to come to terms with that level of discipline. And we need to be that disciplined so we all arrive on the hot plate together. Edwina, stand by.
Ravioli's going in, Gordon. 4 minutes on the pass.
Talk to the brigade, not me.
Sorry, not mine, sake.
Go on.
2 raviolis going in, 4 minutes on the pass.
Good.
Yes, James.
Thank you. With ravioli. James is scatty and already someone that you cannot seriously rely on because he can't deal with 2 things at once. 2 pigeon salad, how long? They give me time. I've asked for 4 minutes. Are they coming in 3 weeks? How long? Yeah, no, I'm telling you, how long? 2 minutes.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
2 minutes on the pass, Gordon.
2 minutes on the pass, Gordon.
Thank you. Good. Go, please. Table 2. Take your time.
Beef, lamb, turbot, risotto.
Good. Yes. Put the salt in there yet? 1 lamb, 1 turbot, 1 baz, 1 risotto.
Yes, chef.
1 risotto.
James, answer.
Yes.
shit.
Coming up 30 seconds past the matter.
Where's he gone? James!
Here, getting the butter.
Ask Dwayne to pass it to you, or Edwina to pass it to you. Yes? Don't leave me here. Might as well talk to myself. Stand by! I want to serve it. I want Roger to liaise with you, and I want you to liaise with Roger. I want it served, James. Service, table 8. Wait for the risotto. Wait for the risotto. You got a risotto main course now, yes? Cooey! Well, ask me then. Just say yes, it's coming. Yeah? Well, there you go then.
How long are the risotto?
He's there, right behind you. Now we're moving. Hello, James. Yes. Thank you. That's the first thing you said on time. Well done. Thank God for that. Welcome to the real world. Yeah.
Okay, Gordon, I'd like to go 6 minutes on the well done bit.
Yeah, Al, that's very nice. I'm glad you'd like to go. They haven't fucking finished their starters. Thank you anyway. I'll let you know. I'm just checking that the well done beef has rested. Al was brilliant. And he's cooking. You know, the medium well, rare, pink, was spot on.
1 minute, beef back.
Yes, on order. 4 guests on table 7. Abby, what's the point of calling out the order if you're just shouting over it? I need to get these main courses out. Shh, Abby, shut it. And I need the garnish coming out with the main course, okay? Because I can't call these out. Thank you. 6 covers on table 4. Stand up straight, please. That last turbot that came was all split. Yeah. The second one was a pile of shit. Okay. Be careful. How long, please?
Still to come, Dwayne has trouble with his tarts.
I wouldn't even serve that to my fucking dog. Right. Where are the souffle?
And Edwina's soufflés are even worse.
Fucking hell. Hello. Hello. Get out of the way. Jesus.
Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen, where the best tip you can leave is a note saying run for your life. We can take a quick look at what's happening down in the restaurant now, even as we speak. This is Daniela Westbrook, as you may have noticed, who's looking quite cheery, given the fact that she's actually been waiting 2 hours for something to eat, because her starter apparently has been sent back 3 times by Gordon, because it's simply not good enough. Something to do with Belinda Carlisle, who keeps splitting her risotto. It sounds like a bad line from a Carry On film, doesn't it? But it is in fact true. We're already about 2.5 hours into our celebrities' first night as real working chefs, although already they've suffered a bizarre, almost spooky loss. More on that later. But when we left them, our terrified 10 were embroiled in a more immediate crisis, preparing dinner for 28 catering students. They just about muddled through the main courses, but when it came to the desserts, the whole house of cards came tumbling down.
Desserts, 1 souffle, 1 panna cotta, pistachio souffle. Dwayne. Dwayne, it's your tickets, you know, it's your work. Yes, your section. Yeah, I said I want the tatin first before the souffle, yes? I told you that because we can't allow the souffle to sit there and go down like a pancake unless they got the tatin. No, have you got anything better than that? Dwayne, are you happy with that? It's not very well you hiding in the background. You're leaving me to serve this shit. Come here! And for as long as I've got a hole in my house, I'm not serving that charcoal shit. The tatans were overcooked, and that was done in the beginning when you start caramelising on the stove. But they'd burnt them and still continue cooking them, knowing full well it takes an hour to do them.
Oh, man. This cooking thing ain't cool, man.
Hello, Dwayne!
Yes?
The tatan's cooked! One little mistake like that, overcooking the tatan, can just throw the whole dining room into a situation with no puddings.
Don't ever give that to them. Don't do it.
So we're not going to send that out. Show me exactly what you've got, please, yeah? We're in trouble now. We're in big trouble. No, it's just, listen, you know, I wouldn't even serve that to my fucking dog. So get it in the bin and give me something. Serve me something, and I'm not serving that. Yeah. Irrespective of the souffle being ready, you can't send a black tatin. It's not edible. Right, where are the souffle?
They're waiting too long now.
They're waiting too long.
Yeah.
Al, keep it going. Momentum. Keep it going. Yeah, darling, we can't serve them.
No, no.
Definitely can't. What happened?
We served them 5 minutes ago. They were ready just after 6.
Yeah. No. Yeah, get some more in. Yeah, get some more in. Edwina. Hello. Get out of the way. Don't touch them. Don't worry about the souffle. Just give them something, Angela. Yes? Anything. A plate of fucking strawberries. I don't care. I then realised we better do something quickly about this to get some puddings out, and I sent Angela in.
Go and get me 2 bowls, please.
This is the main course.
Any bowls, doesn't matter,
Right,
small
go.
ones.
Saw plates of strawberries arriving to the hot plate, which we bought. You don't cook a strawberry, you wash it. Is that it?
Gordon, I've got souffles for the last 4 tables. 2 good tables, Gordon.
Get out of my sight, because that is disgusting. Get out. I want it out now. I don't even look at it anymore. Table 7, get out.
Give me a bin, Wayne. Bin now, yeah? We'll look for one. Yeah, what's guessing, guys? Nice up, please.
Oh dear. Shit. Everyone's got panna cotta, souffles are fucking overcooked, and every tatin that Edwina's turned out is like a plate of charcoal. But like everything, it's never her fault, is it?
Edwina, can you move your ass here? Yeah?
It wasn't a dessert really. So we got something with strawberries and some paricotta, so I didn't like it.
I'm not going to say they haven't tried, because at the end of the day they have tried, but I would never, ever go to a restaurant if they owned one, because I swear to God, giving that to someone is not nice.
Give me a rundown how it went for you.
Fucking nightmare.
Yeah?
Stressful.
Stressful?
Exciting.
Yeah, well, you must be standing there with a big heart on because you were such in control. How did that feel? That was 28 guests in for dinner.
Yeah.
Amazing,
James,
absolutely amazing.
what's it going to be like with 72 booked for dinner?
Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about.
But you know the bizarre thing about it? You cooked the most perfect risotto. Then one little thing went wrong, and then you just lost it completely, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I still haven't got the whole calling thing. I still don't understand who's supposed to shout what when.
But have we learned something tonight? That communication is our biggest barrier. Thank you, Chef.
I don't know what to say, what to do, and I'm glad I didn't freak out. I'm glad I didn't panic. That would have been worse.
Sum up tonight for me.
Good experience, tough.
It did not go well. The main reason was because although the tatin were fine when we caramelised them, they were left in the oven too long.
Which is my fault. I'll take responsibility.
It's our fault because I should have checked as well.
The worst thing that upset me is the fact that we prepared so hard for it and I messed up all the food. That was the hardest thing, but you know, you learn from experience.
But isn't it amazing how one little fuck up like that could send the whole section down?
It was like the night that we got rid of Margaret Thatcher. Exactly the same. Absolute pandemonium. Nobody knew what was going on. We all knew where we wanted to get to. And there were forces at work speeding it up and trying to ruin it.
Thank you. Big clear down. Can I do it? Ask me that question again in 2 weeks' time. Not now. Because right now, you know the fucking answer.
A resounding vote of confidence there. So, burning a tarte tatin is like the night Margaret Thatcher fell from power. I should imagine miners all over Britain are eternally grateful to Edwina for at last putting their experience into words. So that was how training ended, on a real high note. Next, Gordon did something fiendishly clever. In the final run-up to Hell's Kitchen's opening night, he split the 10 celebrities into 2 teams. Now, the untalented would have nowhere to hide. The red team would be captained by Mark, and the blue team by Angela.
That was a bloody good 4 days.
Yeah.
Yes, Chef?
Yes,
Chef! OK. teams in the red team with Sarge, Al.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that.
Hey. Blue team with Angela, Edwina. Red team with Sarge, Abby. Blue team, James. Red team, Belinda. Blue team, Jennifer. Red team, Amanda.
Sorry.
Hey. Blue team, Matt. And Roger, who's already had to leave, in the red team.
Why have I left you last?
And blue team, Dwayne.
Now, as you saw, Roger on the red team had to leave training early, an extraordinary premonition as things turned out, because disaster was about to strike. As the teams arrived upstairs for the first night in Hell's Kitchen, fate struck a devastating blow. We're starting to call it the curse of Hell's Kitchen. Too dramatic? Then judge for yourselves.
That's nice.
Oh my God! This is
Hey! We
I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks.
Oh, Christ. Can you get some help? Oh, don't move. Don't move, don't move.
It's all right. It's all right.
Careful.
Jesus, that hurts.
I'm sorry. Just see, do you think you've done something?
Yes.
Where?
On
Did
my
it go
knee.
underneath you? Your knee.
We're going now.
We are organising an ambulance for you.
An ambulance? Jesus Christ, what a heap of crap.
He's a brave and decent man, and an accident like that is a real bummer.
Roger had aggravated an existing knee injury and, on medical advice, had to get hospital treatment. His departure left his team one man down, and he was out for good.
Well, it's not one person down on my team. If you've got me on your team, you've got 2 people down. You're 1 person down already.
I couldn't imagine doing it with 5, so with 4, it's going to be hell.
Roger Cook, the name now seems little more than cruel irony. Roger and his shattered knee will not be returning, so get well soon, Roger. And James is just furious he didn't think of it himself. Now, before that dramatic late-night call to 999, Gordon had divided our cast into teams, and behind me you can see it working, or not. On one side is the Blues. Now, they're actually... poor James. They're actually cooking for Gordon's wife, who's in the restaurant tonight. I'm not entirely sure what they're cooking for Gordon's wife. On the other side is the Red Brigade, with 1 man down, and they're the ones who've sadly failed to come up with any food for Daniela Westbrook. That's Alan Murray, and I believe that his skate has been sent back, simply not good enough. So, an element of pandemonium. But how badly has being 1 man down affected the Reds? Let's find out from Gordon. He's hopefully ready to talk to us. Gordon, can I have a word?
2 seconds, please. Let's go. Risotto.
We can't have a word. Haven't got time. Sadly.
Spaghetti and lobster.
Just wondering how it's going, Gordon.
Oh, look at that, Angus. What do you think?
Not going well. Please don't swear, we're live on ITV.
Crepe risotto, onion soup spaghetti.
I was going to ask him how things were going, but I haven't really got time to talk to us, sadly. Are there any particular crises tonight that you could tell us about?
Smooth. Look at the state of that. It's just all running like smooth as a baby's bum, no, Angus?
Right.
Spaghetti and lobster, onion
I've got a
soup
feeling
straight
things aren't going well. I don't know if you get that impression as well.
Pigeon salad, please.
Anyway, the red team is still 1 man down, so I guess they are the ones who are really up against it. Anyway, You've had a chance to look at our 9 celebrities in action, and we want you to vote for your favourite. The lines are now open. They'll remain open for the next 6 days, after which the celebrity with the least votes will be callously sacked. To vote for Amanda, call 090 11 323201. To keep Belinda here, call 090 11 323202. For Dwayne, it's 090 11 323203. For Edwina, call 090 11 323205. Certain pattern to these, I don't know if you're picking it up at all. For James, finish with 06. For Jen, it's 07. To keep Matt in the kitchen, finish with 08. If you rate Al, call 09. And for Abby, finish with 10. Calls cost 50p, 16p from each call goes to charity. You can text by sending your celebrity's first name to 87654, and digital viewers can vote interactively by pressing the red button. They need your votes, so get calling. That's sadly all we have time for. One celebrity has already gone during a slightly unpredictable first 24 hours. How will he be replaced? Well, we'll bring you that story as well as a full report on this opening night of Hell's Kitchen tomorrow. Turn over to ITV2 now for Hell's Kitchen Extra Portions with Mark Irvin-Smith and Jordan. We'll be back, curse willing, tomorrow night on ITV1 at 9 o'clock, but for now, it's good night.
Celebs are feeling the heat on ITV2 next with an extra portion of Hell's Kitchen. Back here when the cameras are rolling, you can never tell what's going to happen. All new TV's naughtiest blunders next. And after the ITV news, we've got all the highlights from the Monaco Grand Prix at 11:15.